Congratulations! You now own a PooPail, the world's first 2-in-1 solution to backyard pet waste. This is what your PooPail will look like when it's fully assembled. Although assembling it is not difficult, it will be easier if it's done in a specific order. So let's get started. The only tool you'll need is a Phillips screwdriver. You may want to grab a bowl to empty the bag of hardware into so nothing gets lost. Your PooPail should include these parts: one pail, one lid, one grab bar, two side arms, one scoop, one bag of miscellaneous small pieces and hardware, 4 star bag grabs. Your bag stars may look like this: 4 feet, 2 beads, 2 push nuts, 2 flathead screws, and 1 push nut tool. You may have extra parts in the hardware bag. Hang on to them in case you need something later. If there is something missing, please send an email to sandy@goodwag.com. In the subject line, put missing parts. Let us know what part you need. We'll also need the color and size of your PooPail. Include your name and address and we'll get the part sent out right away. If you have everything, let's get started. The first thing to do is to insert the star bag grabs. The flat side faces out. Pinch the sides. Then insert the long end first and work the rest into the oval hole on the pail. Straighten it out. Move on to the rest. Now find the grab bar and the 2 side arms. Before we snap these together, please notice the circle on the inside of the arm. This is where the pegs on the lid will go. Also notice that the end of the side arm is shaped like a V. This V matches up to the holes in the side of the pail, also shaped like a V. These form the locking mechanism that keeps the lid closed, but they must line up. More on that in a minute. The sidearm should snap right onto the grab bar with a reassuring click. Do one, then the next. Slide the 2 sidearms into the holes on the side of the bucket. There is no right or left. Gently widen the sidearms to insert the lid. The top of the lid logo goes at a higher end of the pail. The pegs on the lid should be inside the circle. They should line up with these holes for the screws. Now we're going to attach the push nuts. The push nuts are flared in the center. This should make them easy to go on and difficult to come off. Attaching them is permanent, so let's check everything first. The push nuts go on with the flared center pointing to the center of the pail. It can push on, but once it catches, it should never come off. Use the push nut tool to make sure it's pushed on all the way. Make sure the lid is still aligned. Now push on the second push nut. The push nuts need to be pushed on all the way. This is what keeps the V on the sidearm and pail lined up and keeps the lid locked. If your PooPail seems wonky or the lid has a tendency to fall open on you, chances are the push nuts are not tight. Along with the spare hardware we sent, make sure that you hang on to your push nut tool that we gave you. This is in case the push nuts loosen over time. They shouldn't, but your PooPail was designed to last a really long time. Next, you should have 2 beads and 2 screws. The beads have a V-shaped side and a flat side. The screws are self-locking. Insert the screw into the V-shaped side and using your Phillips screwdriver, screw the beads onto the sidearms. You'll be attaching the lid. Don't screw them down too tightly. For the pail to move easily, the beads should be loose enough to spin. The last step is to attach the rubbery feet. Set the PooPail on its side and twist them in like you're screwing in a light bulb. Your scoop can hang from either side of the PooPail, but it may be easier if it's hung from the right peg if you're right-handed or the left peg if you're left-handed. Your PooPail is now fully assembled. Let's insert a bag and your PooPail will be ready to use. Before using your PooPail, you'll want to insert a PooPail liner bag. PooPail liner bags are made from biodegradable and compostable plant-based materials. You can thank a farmer for this bag. Being biodegradable, the bags will start breaking down and will need replacing after a week or so. It varies with each user. The bag has a longer side, a shorter side, and 4 tabs. Obviously, it was designed in the same shape as the PooPail. Open the bag and place it in the pail. It's counterintuitive, but the gussets face the front and the back and not the sides. Push the bag through the slot between the lid and the pail. There are 2 holes in the sides of the bag to attach to the tabs inside the pail. Then insert the bags into the star-shaped bag grabs. I roll the bag over itself a couple times to keep the ends clean. You'll appreciate this later when it's time to change the bag full of dog poop. Push the bag to completely fill the poo pail. You'll want the poo to fly in without catching on a loose bag, so doing this one step right will save you from ripped bags or picking up poop a second time. You'll want to keep your supply of bags in a cool, dry place. The bags are meant to be changed weekly. As they are biodegradable, they start to break down as soon as they get wet. The bags have a shelf life of about 2 years, so we recommend that you order no more than a year's worth at a time. We can set up automatic refills on our website at PooPail.com. Sandy, the creator of PooPail, has been using various PooPail prototypes for a few years now and offers some shortcuts for using it. These will help make it a pleasure to keep your backyard clean from dog poo and not a chore. Regardless of which PooPail size you have, it's easiest to pick up the grab bar on the PooPail with your non-dominant hand, with your wrist facing the higher end or the business end of the pail. Simultaneously, lift the scoop off the peg with your dominant hand, and you're ready to do battle. As you approach the poop, start tilting the pail a few feet in front of it. This may take a couple attempts before it's habit. This way, the PooPail has room to open and lie down in front of the poop instead of on top of it. Use the scoop to fling the poop into the pail. Then move on to the next pile, and then the next. PooPail uses gravity to close and lock the lid. To open and unlock your PooPail, simply lift the grab bar. If you find that your PooPail lid falls open when you set it down, please try holding the grab bar directly above your PooPail and then release. The lid should settle down on the pail and lock in place. Compared to other methods, PooPail really is the fastest, most environmentally friendly, and most efficient way to keep your yard free of waste and safe for your family to enjoy. Once my yard is clean, I store the PooPail against the side of the house. I change the bag once a week, just before I take the trash out to the curb. Now that your PooPail is filled with dog poo, what's the easiest and cleanest way to dispose of it? Well, if you watched the video on inserting the bag, you know how to roll the bag over itself a few times before tucking the flaps into the bag stars. While using the pail, you should stop on the grass just before the poo. Then flip the poo into the pail with a scooper. The entire pail and the front lip of the bag should remain fairly clean. To change out the bag, gently pull the rolled flaps out of the bag stars, front and back. Unroll the ends to expose clean bag ends. Loosen the lid by lifting the handle. Slowly pull the bag out of the pail by the clean part of the front flap. Grab both the front and back flaps by the clean part. Tie them together in a knot and place in your trash or compost bins each week just before they're picked up. If you have a home composter, we have information on composting on our website, PooPail.com or GoodWag.com. Either will work. You can also set up automatic reorders for bags. We hope you love your PooPail, and we'd love a video of the creative ways you use it. Send it to sandy@goodwag.com. Rewards are given every month for the best video. We wish you many happy years with your pooch and your PooPail. Give your pooch a smooch from all of us at PooPail, and thanks